24 million people in the UK don't have a will. 37% believe that when they die, their assets will be split according to their wishes, without a will. Unfortunately, this is not the case. I met with Richard Hodge of Smart Wills to find out why we should make a will.
Good question. When should you make a will? Well, I think a good way of answering that question is with a question. When are you going to die? We don't know when we're going to die, so we really need to make a will as quickly as possible, or as soon as possible. A lot of people put it off because they were waiting for an event to happen, the birth of a child, they might want to buy a house, or even get married. Each of those are important events that we need to make sure are catered within a will. However, we shouldn't wait for those to happen to make a will. 58% of the population in the UK don't have wills because they've been putting it off for these sort of reasons. And dying intestate is a serious matter, and don't wait. A will should be a stepping stone document that you start at one day and review on a regular basis when things happen in your life that are important. You should make a will because if you don't, you die intestate. Dying intestate is a serious matter. It could mean that a partner, rather than a wife, could lose the ability to live in the house that you've bought together. The government have introduced a set of measures that mean that if you're married, your spouse inherits £250,000 plus half of the rest if you have children. If you're not married, then the money goes to your next of kin. Normally that's your parents or your brothers and sisters. Also, if you have children, no will, dying intestate means that the children become what we call wards of court. Social services and government basically decide who will look after your children for you rather than you deciding specifically. The final part of reason why you should make a will is that property wouldn't necessarily be dealt with the way you choose. So to summarise, make a will because you don't want to die intestate and the wrong people inherit your will that you wouldn't want normally to inherit. You surely don't want your children to then become wards of court and be handed over to people that you wouldn't want to look after your children, and finally to make sure that your property goes the way you want it to when you do.
Smart Wills. Save today, secure tomorrow.